reading my past blogs video. I do have my window open, so if you hear any beeping or cars or yelling, that's what that is. And yeah, I'm just gonna read a few of my blogs, and there should be a process video of me drawing. The drawing that you're seeing today is a design for my next tattoo. I want to get a piece with just a bunch of different flowers, kind of as like a collage that goes up the side of my hip on my right side. And yeah, this is me designing that tattoo, and it was really fun. I love it. I can't wait to get it out. I'm hoping to get it for my birthday this year, which is in about a month. But yeah, enjoy. The first post we're going to read is called Too Depressed to Be Clever. Insert title here. I wrote this on November 26, 2018. I'm literally sitting in my bathtub, swaddled in all of my bedding, crying at a dumb BuzzFeed video depicting the exact scenario I find myself in currently. My ex moved on, made it Facebook official, posted on Instagram about how wonderful she is, took her to Thanksgiving, y'all. I'm a puddle. It's crushing because it minimizes the view I have of our past together. I feel like he never posted about me like that, showed me off at family gatherings like that, called me wonderful on his Instagram feed like that. I know what you're thinking. Shelby, stop looking at his social media. Duh. I know, you're right. I just miss him and I can't reach out anymore due to my school-crushing shame in regards to my current emotional neediness. Sometimes I wonder if he knows how badly I need him in my life right now. If he realizes that I cry myself to sleep every single night and have for the past few months, that I get home each day and immediately lock every door to the outside world, barricading myself from other humans. I wonder if he wonders how I'm doing, if he cares for me anymore. I don't envy him though. Relationships are terrifying. They're literally allowing yourself to be as vulnerable as humanly possible with a complete stranger, asking them to disappoint you and or rip your beating heart out of your chest. No thanks. Hard pass from me. I've had enough of that to last me till my mid-30s. I can feel a tiny bean sprout of confidence growing a millimeter within my chest each day, but I aggressively stomp it to death before 8 p.m., only to begin again the next day. When does this cycle stop? I'm so desperate for growth and fulfillment and the slightest sense of security. Drowning in sorrow, yet thirsty for more experience, more life, more love. Notes from the inner workings of my mind this week. Struggling with bulimia is like needing to expel something that you're physically incapable of ridding your body of. It's a horrifying experience. I think I'll keep writing melodramatic journal entries here until I feel less like a small, invisible girl. Maybe then I'll morph into motivational, slightly less melodramatic journal entries. The next post is titled, Surprisingly, Today I Feel Alive. I wrote this one November 28th, 2018. This one's short. This morning I walked a different way to the bus stop. I didn't wear headphones to block out the world. Instead, I listened to the birds chirp on the electrical wires above me, studied the cars harboring busy humans on their way to their jobs. I smiled and thanked the bus driver when he said good morning. Life feels a little bit less bleak today for some reason. Is my perspective shifting? Am I going to survive without you? I'm bewildered by this new sense of hope. I'm surrounded by people who love me, and I'm so thankful. How did I get this lucky? How have I not realized this until now? I walked confidently around campus with my head held high, unlike my usual walk between class and work study. Typically, I would memorize the designs of the shoes of every human I passed through Mullins, but not today. Writing here reminds me of the journals I transcribed at work study. Madison Beck, the woman in the journals, portrays her daily struggles in the form of short rhymes. She relays how her daughter Addie is doing and depicts the woes of daily life back in her time. It's fascinating to me. I'm privileged from the task of reading her words, figuring out exactly what she was meaning to say so that others can read and understand her life. How lovely. I feel alive today, thank God. ass women today. I sat my workout in front of 4 powerful CEO types, and it was truly empowering. I wasn't even that nervous. Instead of the shakes and wavering voice, there was only self-confidence radiating through me. I spoke with clear intent and a purpose. Graphic design is my passion, a life force keeping me grounded and evolving each day. I love every aspect, from typography to white comps to formal critiques. It's everything I need in life. At the interview, they praised me for my craft and creativity. I was blown away and truly humbled to be judged and accepted by others. When you start to make steps towards looking at your current situation through a lens of positivity and hope, the universe notices and rewards you for that small act of self-love. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I am hopeful. I know I can do amazing things. I have a heart that never stops giving and a mind that's ready to create abundantly. Branding and identity design are so enthralling for me. Give me more. I want to design for everyone. I want to draw and post and like all of the things. I'm inspired, I'm thriving, and you know what? It's contagious. Come sit beside me, you'll get hooked too. I realized recently that my depressive season and suicidal tendencies this fall are quite calculated and also shallow. I didn't want to exist anymore because that's all I was doing with my life, existing, sitting still and lifeless in this ball of earth, floating through space, unable to comprehend a future that wasn't bleak and desolate. As soon as I changed up my routine, stopped walking the same way to the bus, talked to new people, looked at my jobs as enlightening and growth-inducing experiences, my entire life changed. I didn't feel so alone. I didn't feel so hopeless. I didn't feel so dead. I'm creating art that I love. I'm sharing it with people I love. I couldn't ask for a more blessed existence. Alive and thriving. That's me. Wanna join? The next one is titled Married Men Suck. I wrote this December 7th, 2018. There was a sad, desperate time in my life when I found myself entangled in a fiery love fiasco with someone who was not available. He happened to work for the establishment I was interning at and was married to my pregnant boss. I can feel your judgment already, and that's fine. I don't blame you. This happened during my 19th year on Earth, freshly saved and fired up for Jesus. I've always struggled when it came to my relationship with men, mostly due to my debilitating daddy issues. But that's a story for another day. It's taken me a solid 5 years to muster up the courage to speak on this matter of the past. The last message he ever sent me read around a year ago. Hey babe, I'm gonna save you the trouble. I came crashing in on your world again and have fucked shit up again. You've been unhappy ever since I came back in, and for that I am sorry. You also tried to stop this twice and I wouldn't let that happen, and that's not fair. I just couldn't help it. I fucking hate this. I hate our situation. But it's the hand that we've been dealt, and we don't need to mess it up. You're caught in the middle of a storm you didn't create. You want to please blank, and you want to please me. I'm telling you to choose him. He's a good guy. This is incredibly hard for me to type because I want nothing more than to keep talking to you. I am so much more when talking to you. You're everything. You are everything. Don't let this depress you. Instead, know that you are desired and loved and cherished and thought of every day, multiple times a day. There are a few things I want you to know. You're beautiful inside and out. You're more capable than you think. You have an amazing future ahead of you. You will never fuck things up beyond what can be fixed. People like us need to know that. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve, and you deserve the world. Know that I see you in a light next to no one. You're set apart, and I deeply, deeply love you. I will always be here for you. Always, 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 always. Shelby, I love you. If you were ever a mistake, then I would gladly make that mistake again. Who knows, maybe in some other place we'll be together. You and blank breakup, I better be the first to know. I mean it when I say that I'm here for you. I will check this every morning in case you need me. Please understand that the reason I'm doing this is because I hate to see you torn, and I love you too much to do that to you. So I bow out with pride, knowing you love me the same. You and I were something else. I fucking love you forever, and I will always be here for you, my love. And this is my response. B. I don't need your approval to exist. You do not hold the keys to the love I have for myself. You destroyed a part of me that I can never get back. I was young and naive and vulnerable. You took advantage of this, and that's truly sad. I have no more anger or resentment towards you. this one because this is just me collecting all of my favorite quotes from Tiny Beautiful Things, which I still need to finish reading on my channel. Okay. Next we have I Don't Want to Be Alone Anymore. I wrote this December 17th, 2018. So I've discovered that since I don't drink regularly anymore, anytime I do partake in any sort of alcoholic substance, I do wildly embarrassing and outrageously annoying things. I think this has led me to believe that my mental state, bodily health, and overall well-being might be better off without the consumption of alcohol any longer. Yesterday I went to a boozy brunch with some friends and then that I'm quite fond of, but as soon as I had 2.5 drinks in my system, I lost my shit. I can't stop. There were no breaks in regards to letting up on the liquor. I ended up driving, big no-no, to an evening church service, sat alone in the auditorium for a good 8 minutes, drank a coffee, and took my boozy ass home to cry and wallow alone. Coincidentally, this isn't all I found myself doing that evening. I also, regrettably, called my ex 12 or so times. Nothing makes me feel more like dog shit than embarrassing myself to a recent and long-term ex who's happily moving on with someone new. I just don't want to hate myself anymore. I don't want to Google things like least messy way to kill yourself or think about driving my car off the top of parking garages anytime I'm alone in parking. I want to feel safe, loved, and secure. That reality seems so far off, unattainable. Only something that is accessible to others and not me. How do I get there? I know it's not leaving 3 drunken voicemails begging for attention from someone I broke up with a year ago. Ugh, that's all. More to come, I guess. Okay, trying to think of where I should stop. I'll read one more because this is the last one I wrote in 2018. This one is titled Working on a Better Me, Slowly but Surely. I wrote this one December 19th, 2018. Things I'm currently implementing in my life to try and be happier long term. Deleting my ex's phone number / contact from my phone. Intermittent fasting, eating from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Going vegetarian / plant-based, being kind to those around me. Making plans and keeping plans. Planning for the future, dreaming big, getting excited for graduate school. Building up the courage to move out of Arkansas. Becoming optimistic about the future of my love life. Getting past letting past hurts go, kind of. Writing mediocre medium posts when I'm bored and lonely. Starting a Tumblr blog for my amateur photography. Designing a YouTube channel for vlogging that I would subscribe to. Trying to be the person I wish I had when I was younger. Cutting family members that judge and hurt me from my life. Talking myself up in my mind and accepting compliments from others. Reading novels by badass women. Applying to jobs that interest me. Cutting back on my social media intake. Curating an Instagram that I find appealing and interesting and inspiring. Letting myself be me without worry and fear of what others might think. Just fucking doing the thing. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed these. I really enjoy them. It's kind of just a laid back way to showcase some of my art and also read some of my old writings. So thank you for being here. I'll see you guys in my next video.